In today's times, none of us can survive without mobile apps on our phone. Whether it's ordering food, booking a cab, whether you want to make digital payments or anything at all, you need your phone, and more importantly, you need an app to do it. So keeping that in mind, you may think that your privacy is sorted, nobody has any of your information, nobody knows what food you're ordering, which route you take home, where you live, etc. Well, I'm sorry to have to burst your bubble, but the reality is that these mobile apps that you so heavily rely on are tracking you and monitoring you 24/7. So where's your privacy? Well, that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. It's an almost impossible task to protect your privacy right now with everything being out there on a web. There are some ways, however. How? Well, for starters, you can smash all of your devices, wear a tinfoil hat, bury yourself deep in some mountain, hill, or in a forest area. Is that the only way you can protect yourself? I'm only kidding. I do have some solutions for you as well. Practical ones, not about going and hiding somewhere deep inside to ensure that your privacy is safe. So here are a few essential steps you can take to minimize access that they have to your data and also to ensure your privacy. First, give limited access to apps. Ensure that any unnecessary apps that you have that perhaps you used once and then is just lying in your phone because you're too lazy to delete it, ensure you do it immediately, because that app is also constantly using your phone to track your data and then to breach your privacy. Similarly, when you download an app, remember that most of these apps give you an option of how much data you can in fact share with them. Keep that as minimal as possible. So for example, if you're going ahead and downloading a selfie app, you don't need to access location for that. Ensure you switch it off so they can't track your location and monitor it, which means you switch off the GPS access. Similarly, if you're ordering food, I know the most easiest thing for us to do is to go ahead and say, pick the current location so that the phone and the app does all the work for you. If you want to be safe and keep your privacy, ensure that you switch that off and then manually put in your address. Yes, it's a bit painful, but goes a long way in protecting your privacy. The second step, protect your web browsing. Now, it's not just about apps, but also how you browse on the internet. So when you're browsing on the web, ensure that you close tab. Don't open many tabs and then keep them open for months together, because they can continue to source information if they want to. Second, keep in mind that you always use the incognito mode. Makes a huge difference in ensuring your privacy and ensuring that any websites that you've opened cannot use your data or cannot use anything that's stored in your phone. And get into the habit, very importantly, of logging out of websites. If you've signed in with a subscription, log out of that. Your emails, very important. Ensure you log out every single time. Similarly, anything that you're done with, close the tab once you're done with your work. Step number 3, use secured versions of websites. Now, the only thing you need to do here is that when you're going to some website, ensure that you use the extension HTTPS instead of just HTTP. What this does is HTTPS is a more secure version of the exact same website. So it ensures that you're on a secure network, and thereby before taking any of your data or trying to access your photos, videos or anything at all, it asks you before. So HTTPS, very important, keep that in mind. It's a more secure way of going ahead and looking at any website you want to. Step number 4 that you can take to protect your privacy is to disable cookies. Now, I'm sure all of you have come across this term one way or another, especially when you log on to a new website. It always asks you to accept or decline, saying this website uses cookies. So these cookies are used to remember data. For example, what items you've chosen while shopping, your passwords, names, all of that. And all of this is in fact with regards to the browsing activity that you do, not just on that website, but otherwise as well. So ensure that you disable cookies, because many sites' cookies have no encryption at all, and it's difficult for us really to understand which one does and which one doesn't. Step number 5, a slightly difficult one, avoid oversharing on social media. All of our lives, very transparent, we put everything on social media, our location, who we are with, our latest photos, latest videos, and every single life update. On social media sites, when you're first setting up your profile, there's that entire page about me. Don't put all your information, keep it very basic. Don't put your address, don't give your phone number, because from one location it can then spread across. So keep that in mind, bear that in mind. Don't share everything about you, especially because people who you're close to already have that information about you. So absolutely no need, guys, to share it over and over again, particularly on social media, because that's a very, very dangerous practice. If you still insist on sharing all of your information, ensure that you restrict who can view it. You can either create a group where you say only these people can view it, others who you're not so close to, who you're not so familiar with, don't need to see it. Also, and this is important because when you put out a post and you put a geotag like a location, etc., that hashtag that you put along with your post, it goes public, and so it becomes a public post, and that's why restricting views also goes a long way.